Hi there, this is Jill and I'm back with a product review. This is actually something I haven't used before, but I've done a little research because I found it in my Tupperware cupboard and I wasn't sure how to use it. So this is a silicone egg poacher. If, like me, you grew up with your mom making poached eggs, she'd just drop the egg in the boiling water and there'd be stringy whites all over the place. Kind of a hassle to get out and not very neat. The idea of this is that you boil the water. I'll show you. I'm just starting the water boiling here. Get the water boiling, and then you just set this thing in there with the egg in it, and I'm going to demonstrate that in a sec. Now, there are a lot of different silicone egg poachers. You'll find them at all your favorite online sources or kitchen stores. Many of them don't have a couple of the features that this Trudeau has that I really like. This one has little feet. Now, it's supposed to be floating in the water, but without those feet, it's a lot less more likely to tip over, and a lot of them are just round in the bottom. This one also has these handles, and the other ones I've seen, you just have to like pick up by the edge, and you can imagine in the boiling water how that's going to, at best dump the egg out into the water, and at worst burn your fingers. So I thought this was a well-designed little appliance here, although again I have not used it before. Now, they say that silicone is non-stick, but just to be sure, I'm going to dab a little of this, just a little squirt of this Ultimate No Stick cooking spray. I suppose you could just use vegetable oil too, but that's what I did. So I'm going to see if I can set this up here so that you can see what I'm about to do. I have chickens, and I went out to collect the eggs today. I'd forgotten to close the coop, and so I found this sitting there in the nest box, and that's what happens when you leave the coop door open. But here's one that was laid after the coop door was shut, so this one's fine. Very fresh egg, and I am going to, I'm not very good at this. I'm cracking the egg, and I'm going to just dump it into the cup. Of course, there's a little piece of shell in there, which there usually is. That's good for calcium anyway. So here's the egg. Can't see it too well because the cup is the same color. And the water is just about coming to a boil here. Now, the fact that we're at high altitude always makes this a little bit tricky because water, what is it? It boils at a lower temperature. So things take longer to cook because they're not as hot as if it were boiling elsewhere. So I'm going to set this puppy right in there. One of the reviewers I saw said that you should not, the thing is supposed to float in the water, but they say don't use too much water because you don't want it to dump over. Okay, so I got a good boil going in there. Let me turn it down a little bit. Don't pay attention to my dirty stove because, man, I'm cooking, okay? I'm not cleaning, I'm cooking. That's what I do. Okay. I am going to time this for 4 minutes. We'll just test that out and see how it goes. Start it. Set it in there. Yeah, and it's floating a little bit. And the feet are holding it up too. And I'm going to put the cover on there. And turn it down just a little bit. Now, to be honest, these silicone poachers get mixed reviews. Some people say, oh, they're great, I've been using them for years. One guy said, in Spanish, he said it's un engaño, which I think means like a deception or a trick. He says all you need to do is wrap your egg in plastic film, and it's the same thing. So I don't know. I'm going to pause this now, and I'll turn it back on again when I'm ready to pull the egg out and see how it does. Okay, we're back. Just about ready to pull out of the cooker. Now again, I've had the top on this whole time, and then you take the top off and you use these handy dandy handles to take it out. This is my some kind of bread. I think they called it like Tuscan cottage loaf or something. And you know it's the real deal because there's a goddamn hole right in the middle of it, which makes everything difficult. Let me see if I can set this up. I'm not really good at this. Because I can't do it with one hand. Okay, we're back. Let's see if this works. So I hope you can see this. Looks pretty good. Might be a little yolk might be a little wobbly, but that's what you want. Okay, so they say if you flex the sides, it makes it pop out easier. I'm not seeing it pop out so easy. It actually seems really runny too. You know what? I'm gonna cook it a little more. I'll be right back. Okay, so here I am back. I gave it another couple of minutes, and I think it's looking better. It's still a little watery, but I guess that's what poached eggs are. I'm not finding it slide out of here like the pictures, but so that's maybe an engano right there, but I'm gonna kind of go around the edges with a spoon here. Oh, by the way, this plate is a plate from my childhood, and it was apparently a big innovation at the time, and it came in this kind of weird pink color. Okay, you probably can't see this. And it's not as pretty as the pictures, that's for sure, but it's a lot better than having all those strings in the water. So there you have it. I'm gonna add a little bit of kosher salt here, and I'll come back later and tell you how it is. Thanks for watching.